he's going to be coach of the year. He wants to reprove his genius to everybody by doing it with next to nobody. He wants to show you he can replace Tom Brady, 6th-round pick, number 199, with a 4th-round homegrown quarterback named Jared Stidham, a guy who struggled at Auburn in his 2nd year before he was drafted in the 4th round by Belichick. And he wants to say, watch this, NFL world, watch what I can do with Jared Stidham. Watch me let a mass exodus of players leave my defense, one after another. Kyle Van Noy, Jamie Collins, Danny Shelton, Deron Harmon, Landon Roberts, they're just gone, 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 gone. And his draft was given a C+ by Mel Kiper because, I don't know, none of it impressed me. And in free agency, Bill did next to nothing. So Shannon, in the end, it's one of two things operating here. It's either supremely arrogant confidence on Belichick's part, genius at work, or it's supremely delusional confidence, disaster waiting to happen. I think it's the latter. I think he's going to get exposed. I think it's going to be Hoodie's folly here this year, where suddenly everybody wakes up and says, wait a second, this is a terrible team, and Stidham's not remotely good enough to step into those winged cleats left up there by Tom Brady. So to me, he didn't want Cam because Cam would disqualify his genius. Cam is too great with too great a track record. So that, Rodney, that, Shannon, is why Belichick did not want Cam Newton.
Well, Skip, you could be right because I believe he gets more credit because I don't believe Coach Belichick would have been thought of in the same light had he won those Super Bowls with Drew Bledsoe. Drew Bledsoe was the #1 overall pick. Shouldn't #1 overall picks win Super Bowls, Skip? Because plus, we had saw Terry Bradshaw. We had saw #1 overall pick in Troy Aikman get to and win Super Bowl. So what's the big deal about that? But I take a 6th-round draft pick and win Super Bowls. Okay, now we're on to something. But Skip, see, for me, I just believe Coach Belichick, if he can get to and win a Super Bowl with someone other than Tom Brady, anybody, it can be Joe Suitcase, as long as his last name isn't Brady or his first name isn't Tom, Edward Patrick Brady, Skip, he's fine. And I believe that's what he wants to do. Now, Skip, you could be right. Coach Belichick gets something in his head. This is what I'm going to do. I'm moving forward with Stids. This is what I'm going to do. And he's not, maybe he needs to take off the blinders. But I believe if you bring Cam in and says, okay, Cam, I'm not promising you anything. The job is available. The best man wins. If Stid beat him, Stid beats him. But if Cam beats him, okay. But I just think it was a win-win for both situations, Skip.
Okay, I hear you. But it would be one thing to go get Andy Dalton the way Jerry Jones did and pay Andy Dalton $3 million base for this year. Andy Dalton's reputation had taken such a hit over the last 5 years in Cincinnati that people would just kind of shrug and say, well, if Bill can win a Super Bowl with Andy Dalton, that would be great. But Cam Newton, he's still a superstar. He still has huge persona, huge personality, huge charisma. He can light up a room. He could take over the team. That's the last guy Bill Belichick wants to replace Tom Brady with. He's too good. He's too big. He would take over the franchise that Bill wants to take over now. Won't work.
But here's the thing. Skip. Cam was discarded. You know Coach Belichick likes to take discarded players and says, okay, you didn't know what the hell you was doing. Watch what I do with Jamie Collins. It's Cleveland. You had him. You didn't know what to do with him. Watch what I do. Buffalo, y'all didn't know what the hell y'all had with Stephon Gilmore. I'm going to turn him into Defensive Player of the Year. Look what I do with a Kyle Van Noy. Hey, Raiders, man, y'all had Randy Moss and y'all was over there bull jiving with him. I take a Corey Dillon. That's what he likes to do, Skip. He likes to take players that other teams said, that guy can't play anymore. That guy, he's a malcontent. Coach Belichick takes great delight in taking what other people would consider trash and turning it into a treasure. And I believe this was a great opportunity for him to do that with Cam Newton. I think Cam is eager to prove that he can still play at an elite level, and all those injuries are a thing of the past.
To Bill Belichick, I